All right, guys, let's get in some NBA picks and props for Friday, April 5th slate of games. Trey, let's take a look at that leaderboard. Have you start us off?
Yeah, we are recording a little bit early, but I might as well honestly put an 0-1 there. Actually, the Heat, they finished the second half with a strong surge. They were down big. Now they're only down 8 going into the half. I took the Heat minus 2.5 against the 76ers. I'm excited to get off here and watch the Heat hopefully keep that momentum going into a big second half surge.
Yeah, Trey, if we've learned anything in the NBA, it's if you're down by 25 points, you're guaranteed to win that game. So I think you're in good shape there. For my play, it's the Houston Rockets plus 4.5 going up against the Warriors. Slow start for the Rockets. I think they're down by 8 right now in the first quarter of the Warriors. Hopefully they figure it out because they're playing for their life. So, no right now. Trey, let's go to the props. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I am 0-0 right now as well. I gave out Amen Thompson to go under his 24.5 PRAs going up against the Warriors. And like Bear said, the Rockets are struggling right now, and I'm not a big fan of it because I love the Rockets. But it's good for me, though. Second quarter right now, Thompson only has 2 PRAs, and I'm hoping that continues.
Yeah, my player prop is Nikola Jokic, over 12.5 rebounds. It's the last game on the slate tonight going up against the Clippers. It's minus 133 right now. I got it at minus 118. So hopefully it doesn't go up to 13.5. But if it does, I'll probably play the 13.5 as well. Trey, let's go to the plays for tomorrow. Have you start us off?
Yeah, I'm going to be breaking down this Golden State Warriors going up against Dallas Mavericks game. And this is going to be a very fun game to watch. These two teams, they played just a few nights ago, and that game was at Golden State. And the Warriors, they did win and cover that game. But just my opinion, I believe the Mavericks are going to get a bounce back game here. It was even at minus 4.5 about an hour ago. It's already up to minus 5.5 for the Mavericks in this game. And I expect them to cover that spread. Before that loss to the Warriors, Dallas, they were on a 7-game winning streak, and they were just whooping teams too by an average score of 116 to 102. Their defense has actually been what has been the difference since the All-Star break. And I just expect that to happen again in this game. And we're going to see the Mavericks control this one because this game is in Dallas where they're 22-15 on the year. And the Mavericks role players simply did not make their shots in that last game versus Golden State. The Mavericks bench shot 5 for 17, which is 29% from the field. And Dallas still only lost that game by 3 points. I expect those players to make those shots here in this game while Luka and Kyrie continue to cook. And whenever we factor in that this Mavericks team shoot and make the second most three-pointers per game, and this Golden State team simply cannot defend the perimeter, it gives me a lot of confidence in this play. Look for Luka and Kyrie to just search out old CP3 throughout this game, and it's going to be beautiful to watch. Give me the Mavericks here, minus 5.5 now versus the Warriors.
Yeah, I like that play. Hopefully they do win because we want the Rockets in the playoffs. For my play today, I'm going to be looking at the New York Knicks going up against the Chicago Bulls. I was currently watching the New York Knicks play basketball right before we got on here. They were horrible. They lost the first quarter to the Sacramento Kings at home 35-20. Tom Thibodeau, he used 2 timeouts in like a 40-second span in the first quarter. If they dropped that game against the Kings, they would have lost 4 consecutive games, losing to the Spurs, the Thunder, the Heat, and now the Kings. I've got to take him here, though, Trey. I just have to. Give me the Knicks here on the money line going on the road against the Bulls. I have too much invested in this New York Knicks team right now. I've been talking about them all season long. I think the defense is the way they win games. And obviously right now, that's where they're struggling on the defensive side. I still think they're a really good team. And if that continues against the Kings tonight, they're going to lose 4 consecutive games. They've got to find a way to break the streak, and they can do that against the Bulls. Chicago, they're one of those teams that's been mediocre for an extended period of time now, and they just dropped a game to the Atlanta Hawks at home, losing that game by 12 points. The Bulls, they've now lost 2 of their last 3 home games to the Hawks and the Washington Wizards. The Bulls have been mediocre scoring lately as well, only scoring above 105 points in 2 of the last 5 games. I'm going to trust the Knicks again with the defense. They need to start winning some games. Give me them to take this game away on the road from the Bulls. Knicks on the money line as the play. Trey, let's go to the props. Have you start us off?
Yeah, and I'm going to go with Jayson Tatum here, and I'm going to take him to go over his points versus the Kings. I really love this over for Tatum in this game. In my opinion, we're going to see him control this one from the first tip to the final buzzer. Tatum, he's just coming in this game with some momentum behind him over his last 5 games, where he's averaging 36.7 minutes played per game and scoring 28 points per game while shooting 48.5% from the field. And I just expect him to keep this momentum going against the Kings. Sacramento, they played yesterday against the Knicks, and that physical game is going to force some tired legs coming into this one. And you cannot have tired legs whenever you're playing against the Celtics and Jayson Tatum. And historically, Tatum, he loves playing against the Kings. Over his last 4 games versus Sacramento, he is averaging 33.5 points per game. In fact, he scored 30-plus points in all of those games. I expect Tatum to control this one. drain some threes, drive to the rim, and make some free throws just like he always does. And by the end of it, he's going to have 30 plus. Give me Jayson Tatum to go over his points versus the Kings.
For my player prop today, it's going to be Jalen Green to go over his total points going up against the Miami Heat. I'm assuming that the Rockets are going to take care of business against the Warriors tonight because I gave them out. Hopefully that is the case. But looking at the next couple of games for the Rockets, they need their best players to perform in order to win these games. This is going to be a tough matchup going up against the Miami Heat. They do have a pretty good defense, but Jalen Green's been playing some of the best basketball, especially scoring over the last couple of games. Over the last 10, he's gone over 26-plus points in 9 of those 10 games, and his number last night against the Warriors came out at 25.5. And this game against Miami, where the defense is just a little bit better than the Warriors, I expect the number to be down even more, maybe 24.5, maybe 23.5. I think we'd be foolish not to take that number because over the last couple of days, over the last 10 games especially, he's been a scoring machine. The Rockets, again, they need basically to win out in order to have a chance at the playoffs. So they're looking for Jalen Green to keep playing like he is. The scoring, it's always been a problem for the Rockets all season long. But if Jalen Green can get hot and the defense stays locked in, they can make a run at the Warriors for that last spot in the playoffs. Give me Jalen Green here over his total points as the play. Trey, let's go to the graphic. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I went with the Mavericks. Now it's at -5.5 versus the Warriors. I still love it. The Warriors, they're just not on the same level as the Mavericks, even though they beat them just a few nights ago. Also going with Jayson Tatum over his points versus the Kings. I expect this to be at 28.5, 29.5. Even if it's 30.5, he's going to smash it. He's just on a mission right now. If he can finish the season strong, maybe, just maybe, probably not, he'll put his hat in the MVP ring.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Knicks here on the road on the money line. They're playing really bad against the Kings right now. They got to start winning some basketball games soon. They're too good of a team not to. I like them on the road against the Bulls. Then Jalen Green here over his total points. Might get a discount line with the way the Miami Heat play defense, but the Rockets need their best player to perform. I think he's up for the task. Give me Jalen Green there over his total points. Guys, that's going to do it for the NBA Plays and Props for Friday, April 5th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please be sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe down below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Super Bowl. We also have 12,000 subs coming right around the bend. We're at 10,200. We're going to give away 2 tickets to anybody to any game they want. NBA, NFL, college basketball. It doesn't matter. We can wait until the new season for NFL. Any game you want to go, whenever we get to 12K, we're going to have that giveaway coming up as well. Leaderboard. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month. A little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,